In this video, we're going to see how to create a WordPress blog on a BlueHost site when you own the domain name and have access to your cPanel, but you need to basically assign that domain name somewhere into your BlueHost account and set up WordPress. So here's how to make all that stuff come together. So to start off with, I'm going to take one of my domain names that I haven't used in years, but I still have it. It's called don'tpayforshipping.com. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, pardon me for just a second, I'm just setting it up so that it looks like a domain that's just been bought. I'm using namecheap.com. A lot of people use GoDaddy, but it's all, those are both two very reputable places. But okay, here we go. We're on don'tpayforshipping.com, and what you want to do is you want to transfer your DNS to Webhost. Excuse me, that's where we should have been. And so what they want to know is they're going to want to know the name servers, okay? And oftentimes this is ns something.yourhost.com. Like HostGator, it's oftentimes like a 4-digit number, like 1234.hostgator.com, something like that. With BlueHost, as far as I know, it's always ns1.bluehost.com and ns2.bluehost.com. So you have to set those name servers, and this basically says that when somebody goes to your domain, that they should then be forwarded over to your BlueHost account. So that's kind of the first step, is setting those name servers. And if you don't know how to set name servers for GoDaddy or whoever you bought your domain through, just wherever you bought your domain, either look on the online help or contact support and say, how do I set my name servers or my DNS servers? So for BlueHost, I've never seen it when it wasn't ns1.bluehost.com and ns2.bluehost.com. You have to have both. So I'm going to hit Save Changes. Okay, and so now that I've done that, it may say something like it might take a while. Usually it'll say something like this may take 24 hours or something like that. I don't see that here, and I'm hoping that it'll just go ahead and BlueHost will see it right away. We'll see. But okay, so we've done the first part. We went to where I bought my domain, and I changed the name servers to ns1.bluehost.com and ns2.bluehost.com. So now we want to go into my BlueHost account. And in BlueHost, you want to scroll down and you want to find the domains area. And what you're looking for is, you're looking for something called add-on domains. And I don't see it here. It looks like they've made some changes. So let me see. I'm going to go to cPanel. cPanel is generally where we find most of that stuff. I thought we were in the cPanel, but now I don't think so. So here we are in BlueHost. I'm going into the cPanel. This looks more familiar. And let's scroll down to the domains area. And we're looking for add-on domains. When you buy your BlueHost account, you usually get like one domain with it, and then you can have unlimited add-on domains, unlimited additional domains, and that's what this is. They probably have some kind of really light plan where you only get one domain. If so, you may need to upgrade. But for most people, when they buy BlueHost, they have this option called add-on domains. So if we click add-on domains, then what we can do is we can add my what was it called? Don't pay for shipping? Yeah, we can add don'tpayforshipping.com. I'm going to copy that so I don't have to spell it. Okay, and it says, do you want to use a domain already associated with your account or one that's not? And I want to use one that's not, so I'm going to paste that in there. And when I do, you can see down below, it's verifying the domain to see if the name servers have been set to ns1.bluehost.com. Okay, and it says, hey, your domain servers are set to ns1.bluehost.com and ns2, so ownership is verified. Great. So then the rest of the stuff, we're just going to choose the default. So we want it as an add-on domain. We want to create a new directory. This means we can find it in our file structure when we're looking. Most of your files for your primary domain are going to be inside something called public HTML. And then when you have an add-on domain, you're going to have a folder that has all your add-on domains files in it. In this case, all your WordPress files will be inside this. And they suggest calling it Don't Pay for Shipping. I agree. So basically, I'm just going to leave everything alone here. Subdomain means I could either go to robgoyette.com, that's my primary domain, robgoyette.com/don'tpayforshipping or don'tpayforshipping.robgoyette.com. All that stuff looks great. I'm going to click Assign this domain. And right before I do, I just want to remind you that all I did was pasted in this domain name here. I didn't make any other changes. It verified it. I took all the defaults, and now I'm going to click Assign this domain. All right, there we go. Okay, so we've got our domain. And we want to go back to the cPanel. So somehow we have to get back to that cPanel. I don't know if it's under, it's probably under hosting. I'm going to click hosting and see if we see some kind of cPanel link. There's our cPanel. And then the way we know it all worked is when we're in the cPanel and we go into WordPress and we try to install it on don'tpayforshipping.com, if it's not there, something didn't work. If that domain is there, then it did. So under website builders, I'm going to click install WordPress. And in just a second, it's going to say, where do you want to install it? And I'm going to hopefully be able to choose don't pay for shipping. So I'm going to click install. Okay, and then I'm going to look for my domain. There it is. don'tpayforshipping.com. As far as with or without the www, I'm not sure it matters. I'm going to go ahead and choose the one with the www, but again, we could probably choose the one that doesn't have that. I don't think it would matter. But I'm going to go ahead and I'll click check domain, which just basically means it's going to make sure there's not already a WordPress installation there. Okay, and then you have to read and accept the terms. And then for the advanced options, you can choose this if you want, but this is basically where you can fill out the settings and the login and the password, and you can change this stuff later, so it's okay to accept whatever it gives you right now. So I'm just going to accept the defaults, and it'll send me an email at my primary, at my Gmail address. So I'm going to click install now. Okay, so now they're just trying to sell us stuff while we wait. So you can view your progress up here. You can see this progress bar. All right, so it looks like it's finished. It says view credentials. So we'll close this little pop-up box. Could have closed it earlier. And I'm going to click view credentials. And when it does, if we scroll down, and you have to click the word view again, but then we can see here is our URL, here is our way we log in. I don't know why it has a double slash there. I haven't seen that before. That might be a reason to delete everything and try again. I don't know. But okay, so then we got the username and password. So let's go ahead and try this out. I'm going to try clicking on this. I've never seen two slashes together before, though. That's interesting. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be one slash if I look up there. So, but okay, so I'm going to put in my email address and paste in that password, and let's see if I can get into WordPress. There we go. Here we are in WordPress for don'tpayforshipping.com. Looks like everything worked. I'm not going to do anything with this right now, but I could go into the settings, as I mentioned before, and change like the username and password and stuff like that. Oh, actually that might be under users. But anyway, you can go in and change all your settings and add plugins and themes and so on. So I hope this is helpful. Thanks. Bye.